Bienvenido a Bolivia, bienvenido a La Paz. Hoy es un día de descanso en Bolivia.
Welcome to Dakar 2017. The capital of Bolivia, La Paz, hosts the world's most famous rally raid for the first time. And the Bolivian fans line the streets to give the competitors a very warm welcome. It's the rest day, so the riders and drivers have a chance to recharge their batteries before the Dakar resumes on Monday.
The most northerly point of Dakar 2017 before we head south again towards Argentina and the finish in its capital, Buenos Aires, is another key South American capital, La Paz. Built in the canyon of the Chocoyapu River, it has a unique skyline. At 3,650 meters above sea level, La Paz is officially the highest capital city in the world, accessible by the impressive Teleférico, the world's longest urban cable car system, beneath which the traditional mixes with the modern. It was historically an important trading settlement during the Incan Empire. Appropriately enough for a city whose name translates as peace, the rest day here means the entire Dakar crew can briefly experience some respite before the Bolivian section of this adventure continues. But peace and quiet is unlikely if you hit the vibrant heart of the city, with its busy markets, a delicious assault on the senses. This is the one and only La Paz. We knew it would be popular, but the Dakar was welcomed in outstanding fashion in Bolivia's capital, La Paz. Over 1 million spectators saluted the heroes of the world's toughest off-road rally.
Acá en el Rally Dakar más duro del planeta.
And once on the podium, the riders and drivers were congratulated by the President of Bolivia, Evo Morales.
I'm surprised by the welcome of the Bolivian people. I really have to thank the organizers and the competitors. The Dakar is synonymous of the bonding between the people of the world. I'm really so happy to see the reaction of the people of Bolivia. There's such a great feeling of strength, of sacrifice on behalf of all these people. Impressive. Thank you so much.
And of course, the competitors from Bolivia were cheered as heroes. Fuentes, Salvatierra, and the Nosiglia brothers, proud to be Bolivian. A warm celebration for every single competitor of the rally, from the very first to the very last. A real boost of energy before the second demanding part of Dakar 2017.
Well, Sunday's rest day in La Paz gave the Dakar competitors a chance to get some much-needed R&R and recharge their batteries before the rally resumes on Monday. Race director Etienne Levine looked back on a successful first week of the Dakar. Well, it's been an intense week. We were expecting difficult weather conditions, and they turned out to be very tough indeed. In sporting terms, the route's been excellent across all classes. The standings are very tight in the bikes, the cars, in all categories. So we feel that this first week has met its objectives in sporting terms. There have been plenty of surprises, a lot of changes, so for us it's been a good first week. If the competitors are happy, then we're happy too. That's one of our big priorities because, after all, they're at the heart of the Dakar. So if they're happy with the programme we came up with for this first week, it's great news. So plenty to keep the mechanics busy on this rest day. Yamaha rider Adrien van Beveren, the Frenchman, is currently flying high in third place, and he'll be out to defend his spot on the podium in the second week. As for Honda, they'll be looking to bounce back from that 1 hour penalty that they sustained. Carlo Gonçalves is currently their highest placed man in 10th position. Bad news though for Stefan Svitko. The Slovakian has been hit with the same 1 hour penalty as the Honda riders. That was for an illegal refuel on stage 4. The car teams are also keeping busy on this rest day. It's been a tough Dakar for the Toyota team so far after they lost Nasser Al-Attiyah. Are they still in contention for a first Dakar victory?
Well, I think for us, for the overall, I think it will be difficult. But I mean, for Nani, for sure, it's very possible. I mean, he's only 5 minutes off the lead, and you know, anything can happen. You know, Hervinen is a little bit far. He also lost a lot of time with the navigation, so I think for him it also is difficult. There's still 7 days to go, so anything is possible.
Peugeot motoring along very nicely with a 1-2-3 at the top of the standings. Stefan Petter Hansel, Sebastian Loeb and Cyril Desprez. The French giants are going to take some beating. So the teams and the mechanics gearing up for what promises to be a fascinating second week, with the organisers set to tweak the route in the coming days. Well, we're making the most of this rest day, well, a rest day for the competitors, not for us, to look at the second week of competition. We'll announce a couple of changes tonight for Monday and Tuesday. We're going to adapt the rally according to the weather conditions and the quality of the piste that the competitors will be taking. So it's half time in the Dakar, but there's still a long way to go.
2016 Dakar winner Australian Toby Price was the early leader here in 2017, but he crashed heavily on stage 4 and was airlifted to hospital with a broken left femur. Some of the top riders made the most of the rest day in La Paz to visit him in hospital. A friendly entourage including Sanz, Sunderland, Valkner and Quintanilla cheered him up, showing the respect and camaraderie within this exclusive Dakar cohort.
Wow, Instagram, please. Give us the Instagram. Well, not as good as I was the other day when I was first talking to you, but it's okay.
We too wish him a speedy recovery. 32-year-old Zimbabwean Conrad Rautenbach has rallying in his blood, and after years in the WRC, the double African rally champion is finally making his Dakar debut, with experienced co-driver Harry Robert alongside him. An impressive 6th quickest time on stage 5 is the best stage result by a rookie so far in Dakar 2017, despite a few surprises along the way.
It was a new experience for me, you know, being my first Dakar. I've never seen other vehicles on the road, so sometimes they pull over, sometimes they don't. One even broke our windscreen, but anyway, this is Dakar, so we are learning a lot every day. Can we do a small interview? Yeah.
Extreme sports legend Robbie Naish, windsurfing pioneer in the 70s and 80s with multiple world titles to his name in both windsurfing and more recently kitesurfing, visited the bivouac at La Paz.
So yeah, and to turn on satellite to everywhere in the world. Very fast. We have to do it because
everybody knows me as a surfer, windsurfer, kite surfer, but my only passion outside of board sports is motorsports. All kinds of motorsports, Formula One, bikes, rally, trucks, anything with an engine and wheels. I just love it. So I've been watching the Dakar for years and years and years, decades, and never had the opportunity to go.
Will he ever compete on the Dakar?
Maybe in a car, maybe in a truck, not on a bike. I have, at this point, I'm too old to start riding. You know, I'm 53. I could definitely sit behind the wheel of a car, but on a bike I would just be a nuisance to myself at this stage.
Thank you.